Welcome to segment number 23 of our 2019 Christmas special. Since we just played Wheel of Fortune for the SNES, let's play Jeopardy for the SNES, shall we? In Wheel for the SNES, we won $29,650 and a vacation. What will Jeopardy have in store? Let's find out. Here we go. Let's play. The dollar figures in. And the categories for this Christmas Day episode are movie trivia, presidential trivia, sports, geography, four-letter words, nice ones, and rules. Okay. Pretty reasonable categories. I'll start with four-letter words for 100.
The answer is...
In literature, it described both a duckling and an American. What is ugly? Four-letter words for 200.
The answer is...
It frequently accompanies processions when paired with circumstance. What is pomp? Four-letter words 300.
The answer is...
One could be dirty, elephant, or knock-knock. What's a joke? I'll have four-letter words for 400.
The answer is...
The measure of a hand, a life, or an airplane's wings. What is a span? We'll have four-letter words for 500.
The answer is...
White Rose Royal House that held the English throne from 1461 to 1485. What's York? Well done in the category. Geography 100.
The answer is...
The Strait of Messina separates the Calabria region and the toe of Italy from this island. What is Sicily? I'll have geography for 200.
The answer is...
This state's largest city was named for the Viceroy of New Spain, the Duke of Albuquerque. What is New Mexico? Come on. I'll have geography for 300.
The answer is...
The Turkmen are a Turkic people who once had their own republic within this country. What is the Soviet Union? Soviet Union or the USSR? Geography 400.
The answer is...
The plain of Sharon is the most densely populated area in this country. What is Israel? I'll have geography for 500.
The answer is...
Cape Agulhas is this continent's southernmost point. What is South America? Or is it Africa? I'm going to change my mind and say, what is Africa? Good thing I did. Okay, now where to? Movie trivia 100.
The answer is...
Actors who spoke the immortal line, "Love is never having to say you're sorry." Who's Ally McGraw? Movie trivia 200. Daily double. I'm gonna bet it all. Here's the clue, movie trivia. Disney film in which you find the song, "Feed the Birds." What is Mary Poppins? There we go. Movie trivia 300.
The answer is...
Actor who captained the Mean Machine in The Longest Yard. Who's Burt Reynolds? Movie trivia for 400.
The answer is...
Movie whose sequel was Class of 44. What is Summer of 42? And I'll have movie trivia for 500.
The answer is
Moonlighting star who is the voice of the baby in Look Who's Talking. Who's Bruce Willis? 3 categories I've knocked in the head. Oh. There we go. We're up to $7,400. Presidential trivia 100.
the answer is
Harry Truman and Richard Nixon were the only U.S. presidents to play this musical instrument. What is the piano? I'll have presidential trivia for 200.
the answer is
In his first inaugural address, he said, "Our greatest primary task is to put people to work." I'm going to give this one to Jim, see what he has to say. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, which is right. That gets him on the board, and he makes the next selection. Sports for 100.
the answer is
Nickname of the dragster, Don Garlitz. What is Big Daddy? Sports 200.
the answer is
In 1916, Georgia Tech beat Cumberland College 222 to nothing in this sport. What is football? Sports 300.
the answer is
A hackle is a long, narrow neck feather, usually from a cock, used by fishermen to make these. What are flies? Sports 400.
the answer is
After losing 737 games in just 7 years, they won the 1969 World Series. Who are the New York Mets? Sports for 5.
the answer is
Diving position where diver stays bent at hips with legs held straight and grasps the back of the knees. First time we hear from Jenny all game. Let's see what she has to say. The pike. Pike. So she takes second place for right now. She has $500, and she makes the next selection as we continue, which is presidential trivia 300.
the answer is
Millard Fillmore was born on Tuesday, January 7th, 1800, in this type of frontier house. What is a log cabin? Presidential trivia for 400.
the answer is
Some of his colorful nicknames are Professor, Tiger, and Coiner of Weasel Words. Jim? And he doesn't have a clue. Too bad. He'll drop to minus 200. Jenny. Woodrow Wilson. It was Woodrow Wilson, so Jenny's right. Alright, Jenny. Where are we going? We're going to go to rules for 100.
the answer is
The rules of Monopoly state that you win when this happens to all other players. What is bankruptcy? I'll have rules for 2.
the answer is
The IRS says you must use your form if your taxable income is $50,000 or more. What is the 1099? No. We're dealing with some very tough clues here. You have to use the form 1040. Oh, okay. Form 1040, my bad. I thought 1040 just applied to all tax incomes. That's okay. Presidential trivia 500.
the answer is
In 1871, he was sheriff of Erie County, New York, and carried out the hangings himself. Jim. Grover Cleveland was the one.
the answer is
According to the rules of lacrosse, they're the only players allowed to touch the ball with their hands. Oh, Jim locked me out. Goalies, yeah, I knew it, but I got locked out. Oh well. Beat to the buzzer. That's why you want to have fast reflexes when you buzz in. Okay, let's look.
The answer is
Robert's Rules of Order says you can withdraw one of these anytime before a vote without a second. Jim. It is a motion. Motion. Alright. We have one clue left. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
the answer is
In chess, the rook and these two pieces are the only ones that can move the entire length of the board in one move. I have a little bit of a clue on this one. The queen and bishop, and that's exactly what I was thinking. So I'm in the lead with 8,700. Jim has 1,500. Jenny 1,100. So she's going to go first in Double Jeopardy, which we are about to start. Hey, Tiger. Let's go ahead and play Double Jeopardy.
Here are categories.
2 daily doubles, and we have these 6 categories. Tunes for Tots, Resorts, Chemistry, Fictional Heroes, Hunting, and finally, People. Okay. These categories sound pretty reasonable for Christmas 2019. Let's start with Jenny. She's in 3rd place. She's going to Fictional Heroes for 200.
The answer is
Born Lord Greystoke, he became a swinger at an early age. Who is Tarzan? Fictional Heroes 400.
the answer is
To our knowledge, neighbors at 221A Baker Street never complained about his violin playing. Oh! Beat to the buzzer. Sherlock Holmes. Yep. Oh well, too late. Jenny is tied with Jim for 2nd place at $1,500, but they both trail me by quite a margin. Fictional Heroes 600.
the answer is
Sancho Panza's saddle pal. Who's Don Quixote? There we go. Fictional Heroes for 800.
the answer is
Foundling found by the worthy squire, Allworthy in Henry Fielding's novel. Jim. And that foundling is Tom Jones. Jim, you're up to $2,300, and you get to make the next selection, which is People for 200.
the answer is
I was a soldier for beauty and love. I was completely selfless, said this former Philippine First Lady. Who is Corazon Aquino? Or is it Imelda Marcos? You know what? I'm going to change my mind. Who is Imelda Marcos? Good thing I did. Let's go back to Fictional Heroes for 1,000.
the answer is
Aye, me mateys. This lad sailed the Hispaniola to Treasure Island. Who is Jim Hawkins? Could we have People for 400, please?
the answer is
Also known for stupid human tricks, he got Ted Koppel to balance a dog biscuit on his nose. Who's David Letterman? I'll have People for 600.
the answer is
Before he created Gino's Frozen Pizzas, Gino Palucci started his Chinese food company in Duluth, Minnesota. Jenny. Chun King. Okay. That is correct. You're up to $2,100, Jenny. Go ahead. Make the next selection as we continue. Resorts for 200.
the answer is
Since 1942, U.S. presidents have had private access to this resort. What is Camp David? Hoping the other daily double is in this category. One of the daily doubles, anyway. I'll have resorts for 400, please.
the answer is
This worldwide French resort chain also owns a cruise ship. What is Club Med? I'll have resorts for 600.
the answer is
Furnace Creek is the appropriate name for the California resort located here. What is Death Valley? Let's have resorts for 800, please.
The answer is
Honeymooners are partial to these picturesque Pennsylvania mountains featuring over 300 resorts. What are the Poconos? Resorts 1,000.
the answer is
Camp David, the presidential retreat, was named for this grandson of a president. Oh, and I got beat to the buzzer. I've been kind of frantic on the buzzer. Oh, Jenny doesn't know, so I have a chance. Come on, get in on the buzzer. Oh, Jim locked me out too. Ugh. Just trying to get in on the buzzer. David Eisenhower, yeah. Yep, David Eisenhower is correct. Now it's people for 800.
the answer is
She said Warren Beatty acts like he can't wait to get out of the room when she talks about spirits. Who is Shirley MacLaine? People for 1,000.
the answer is
This famous feminist's middle initial stood for Brownell. Who is Susan B. Anthony? 3 categories we've had so far, and we still haven't found a daily double yet. But I'm sure we'll get to it sooner or later. Chemistry 200. There it is. One of the two. You know what? It's the first clue of the category. That is all. A beak or a flask with numbers and lines for it, used for measuring. What is a graduate? There we go. Chemistry 4.
the answer is
Found in rhubarb, oxalic acid removes calcium from the body and this common oxide from iron. What is rust? Chemistry 6.
the answer is
The atomic weight of an atom is the sum of the number of these two parts of the nucleus. What are protons and neutrons? Chemistry 8.
the answer is
You can clean silverware by boiling it in an aluminum pan using a solution of this, NaCH3, NaHCO3, baking soda, which is correct. Jenny's up to 1,900 and she makes the next selection. She's going to close out chemistry.
the answer is
A centuries-old test for this gas is to see if bubbles of what turn lime water milky. What is carbon dioxide? That's right. I'll have hunting for 200.
the answer is
Dog breed used to flush rabbits from cover, though Snoopy prefers big game. What is a beagle? What are beagles, I should say? Hunting for?
the answer is
The doll, stone, and desert bighorn are North American species of this game animal. What's a sheep? Hunting 6.
the answer is
Snares, pitfalls, and baits are used in this very old method of hunting. Ah, Jenny, why did you lock me out? Trapping, yeah, I knew the answer to that, but I got beat to the buzzer. Son of a biscuit. Alright. Next clue. Tunes for Tots, 200.
the answer is
In The Farmer in the Dell, this stands alone. What is a cheese? And I did not get beat to the buzzer that time. Let's go back to hunting for 800, please. The other daily double. All in. After you do this, after the kill, you do this to game with a knife, not high heels and an evening gown. What is dressing? Hunting 1,000.
the answer is
These aiming lines of a scope are sometimes made of spider web. Ah, and I got locked out again. Ugh. Crosshairs, yeah, I knew it, but I got beat to the buzzer again. Oh well. Now all that's left is the 4 clues and tunes for tots.
The answer is
Song title that follows the third: Flies in the buttermilk, shoe fly shoe. What is Skip to My Lou? Six.
the answer is
In Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, he follows Comet in the roster of Santa's deer. And I got beat to the buzzer again! Ugh. Cupid. Yep, I knew it. 2 clues left.
the answer is
Disney film in which a very merry unbirthday was celebrated. And I got beat to the buzzer again. No surprise. Alice in Wonderland, yeah. Oh well. That's okay. We have 1 clue left for $1,000. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
the answer is
Putting an old silk hat on him made him come alive. And I got beat to the buzzer yet again. Frosty the Snowman, yep. But at the end of the double Jeopardy round, I have 65,600. Jim 4,900. Jenny 4,300. Let's play Final Jeopardy. I got beat to the buzzer so many times I've lost count. And our Final Jeopardy category is World Geography. Okay. I'll go $34,399. Alright. Confirm the bid. Here's the clue. Central American country whose name in Spanish means depths, for the deep waters off its north coast. And I'm going to end up with the maximum allowed of $99,999. Here we go. Jenny's going all in. Here we go.
the final Jeopardy answer is
It is Honduras. Yep, that is right. Let's see if our players came up with it. Did Jenny come up with Honduras? Yes, she did. She doubles her money to 8,600. Did Jim come up with Honduras? Yes, he did. He goes to 7,800, and I did as well. So I finished with the maximum allowed of $99,999. I'll see you all for that next segment coming up right after this. Stay with us.